topic
how
for today.
How can one manage the emotions when the person has been abused in a relationship?
Thank you. Anopai. Men chairman yana men that body line clothing as if from Ataria Mishi. And your one can be naked. Beautiful being with that sell share boxer shorts. Na bibia koye dia me shoe na wo me ton. E dia so ade so akogye ade. If you say yom ho, shoe we hu say me she bia na obi anto ntina ma san hye no. Me ton. Hwa no ni ye, hwa no ano no. The mouth of a shoe of a man tells you what you should be waiting for as a woman. Hallelujah to the church. Hallelujah. And I pay Assistant Commissioner of Immigration, Mr. Felix Ajiman Bosumpim, Immigration phone, Assistant Commissioner. Nyamia your mistake and any birthday.
Wow.
Anybody ought to birthday bar. Commissioner, please celebrate. Enjoy. Today, regular you eat banku and tilapia. Can you do banku and shrimps? The bankuni shrimps. Me kon ma yentwi wo fie. Me ma yiri ntwi. Ma girl no we chire won ntwi mbra. Na ma ne bibi. Se oba ba ko di usika be ma wu ntem. If one woman enjoys your money as a man, you will die early. Spread your wings. Poverty alleviation. Nana don't come me chia baby a. So today is the birthday of Mr. Felix Ajiman Bosumpim, Assistant Commissioner of Immigration, Ghana. This is from your own brother, your own friend, Martin Home, my small boy. So let me continue. It's a small boy, but he's married to a very huge woman. My brother's wife is very, very huge. See, abuse is like what you are doing to me. Once I have concentration on what I'm doing, you are changing my oracle. But the can say, we have been treating abuse for some time now, and we have come to a point where people have read a lot about abuse. We ask what is abuse, and I tell you that abuse for me, in my definition, is abnormal usage. Abnormal usage. So abuse for me is abnormal use.
Okay.
So the AB is abnormal for me, and the use, abuse. It means that if not being used well. Okay. So if you don't know the value of a thing, its usage becomes inevitable for you.
Okay.
If you give yourself to a young man who doesn't understand the way to have sexual intercourse well, you regret breaking your virginity. Do you understand? Especially if you meet a man with a gap tooth and you give them your nipple, you will regret having foreplay. So what I'm saying is that if you don't know the use of a thing, you might use it wrongly, and that is abuse. Okay. And we've discussed several issues about abuse. Today we are discussing how do you manage your emotions as an abuser,
okay,
and you the one being abused. The statement might not sound correct in your ears because you are expecting us to discuss the type of abuse that we have in the world. As for the abuse, the type of abuse, I've said it. We have emotional abuse. We have what we call the neglect is an abuse. We have sexual abuse. We'll come and discuss all those ones. But before we discuss these things, we want you to get the answers to managing abusive relationship. And the best way is, I said last week, learn how to manage yourself so you know how to communicate.
Okay.
The content in your communication erupts abuse.
Okay.
This is not to say that we are endorsing abuse, but we want you to know that don't also become somebody who enjoys abuse. And the Maya meaning saying, yeah, yes, there are people like that. I think here on this station somebody called and said that only get every job because that is a deficiency. So there are people that they make themselves available for abuse because it's a deficiency and they enjoy abuse. Okay. For that matter, say abuser. And remember, I said it here, no abuser will change, not even when they see Christ. So the church should stop. When you find Christ, your abuse is ended. Last week we discussed what we call submission and abuse. There are some level of submission that they are abuse.
Okay.
But we think we are submitting. And there's some level of pride that becomes abuse.
Okay.
You're always under pressure to enjoy abuse. One, or the part also so beko. And to wale oba no ho fa de bi o de wo wani. So beko. And so nam krom crofos ne pe by heart. I mean kan kiro. And crofos no pe de na omunya wale no mo se na mabre eti awade ehu. Embema ne mba wa wade mu crofo ya abuse mu pa ye embema enye mba. the most people abuse in relationship are men, not women. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I'm surprised. How
because men are those that they see so much harm. So there are things that we go through, but we hold on to it.
They battle up. Wow.
Because we are men. And women will escalate. Anytime there's a break in marriage, those who talk too much are who? Women.
Women. Mm.
And all the things they say, 95% of the things they say, they are true. But they are lying.
Hey.
You only know they are lying or they are true, but you know they are lying. And you only know they are lying when you are able to have access to the man who doesn't want to talk. And I mean,
so, Ochema, Oban make kind of side of the story the day.
But when you go share and throw one, it's all candy and more who said Beman in Subai. And I was one count. Bema minute. There be a would be any man listening to me. One of the first abuse you allow yourself to happen to you is when you don't have what it takes to marry a beautiful girl and you take money from them to marry. Never do it. Never.
Okay, so, Counselor Change, so it means that you need money to marry a beautiful girl.
Hey! Have you seen my wife before?
No.
If I give you the budget of my wife, by this time we bought TV station like TV Africa.
Hey, that's all, Ska.
Na miniska kama wado basa.
Wow. I also win this car, the best side check.
Sentia, the OD, because side check, I know about you. First in the side check, come less. Now, in Crofaya, don't show me first year raw. Michelle, I'm so what title are you TV? So always marry and you show a doctor, over and you show once our title, the other way and you show. But now say as Santifono, and in Crofaya, may I down from what you winning.
In Crofaya and side checks, no.
Eh, so first not Santifono in count. On the count, no, say game, no.
It's now I'm not account.
Oh, no, you can find before I down for the title, yeah, but as Santifono is here, the idea, so yeah, so oh, not to honor. So the level of abuse, the way it comes to us at times, you don't think it's abuse. Well, say that how do I manage my emotions? What are emotions? It is a feeling that you are not expecting but can hit you. So in the first place, your wives wake up in the morning and she has frowned her face. She's expecting that in her frown, you should decode why she has frowned. What is it? Did I create you?
Hey.
Am I God?
You're my husband.
So
you should know.
What sorry film paso? Now I'm now what transfer me George Lutrot. Me decoding data with
sometimes we are, you know, something we are always women. We have our issues and all of that.
So should I carry your issues?
Now how would
So if frowning your face means I'm carrying your issues.
So you should ask me, baby,
what's
wrong with you?
Men,
good morning.
This is how to manage your emotions. Immediately your wife frowns her face. Frown and meet her.
You are not romantic.
Any man who is romantic is gay.
Counselor.
When your wife frowns early morning, he frowns at you because he wants you to see he's angry. You too, to manage your emotion, frown. Let frown meet frown. And we'll see who will talk first.
Counselor, also any man who is romantic is what?
Is a gay. Men are not supposed to be romantic. Women are romantic.
Oh, God.
If you meet any romantic man, he's a gay.
Really?
Quote me everywhere. There's no romance in me. Me, I'm not romantic.
No, you are raw.
Yes, I've always been raw. And I would die as a raw.
Ocho.
I greet you, Mr. Felix, Rosalind's husband. He's a raw man. So we understand you. Imagine a man will take you to a party and will relax in the car. Wait for you to finish partying and you come and sit in the car, he's reading books. Do you know what it means?
That's love.
Can you wait for me 10 minutes in the car?
No, I can't.
You take your phone. So did you bring me here to sit outside? Is it all it takes? Because I want to go out. So am I less important than the person you are standing there with? Can I take Uber and leave? No.
Hey.
But all this, we manage it. Manage your emotions. So in the first place, if you meet a frown in the morning, frown. But because you are managing yourself, you don't frown with anger. You can frown with no anger beneath. That's the management. So managing your emotions, this is what you need. The management of your thoughts, the management of your feelings, and the management of your actions. Adi amedwin se fima no ba ebe sisen ohima woda ye no wasoda ye bone se me de sikan di wechi bekun me ku anka wanyane
This was commercial.
No, do you understand?
I do.
I mean, you dreamt that me, I was church, you wanted as your husband. And you wake up in the morning, you are still alive. You are alive. And you still fry your face.
Because commercial break.
No one coming there for no.
I'm going for a quick commercial break. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Truth.
So manage your emotions. When you don't manage it, you will misbehave. And in your misbehavior, you will end up being disgraced.
But counselor,
yeah.
Emma, you can never understand us.
But who says want to understand you?
Even Jesus Christ on tears.
That is why he came. He had constant erection. He never made the mistake of marrying anybody. He was close to Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene was former shower. And when you meet former shower, they are tasteful. They are presentable. If Mary Magdalene can give Jesus Christ the most expensive perfume, then when she passes, or freedom, or bad or erectile perfumes, yes, Christ was erecting like that, but no one can now bosso.
Which rema?
On person bury. Or shan who so.
I saw.
And on chese with Jimmy. One wale. Or wale anka ebebre. It is a baby your back now 5 days, sir. Or say abasubodie. Because
Namwe, you think it's easy to live in a house with a man?
Come again.
Yeah, you heard me. It's not easy.
Any woman who cannot live in a house with a man means that either the man is living in the woman's house. If you are a man and you are living in the woman's house, it becomes very difficult for you to live with a woman. But if you are living in your own house, it's easy to live with a woman.
That's true.
And your own house is not your father's house. So managing your emotions is also part of where you are residing. The next thing is the input of the woman. If you don't know and you take more input from your wife, you can never manage your emotions. You make cow consider abewu.
Ushema also.
I'm a soba unya. Me soba. Me jini sa Ghana ya na mo bebe jimi to say me. Na bosumi wa shia me catch ya brew. I don't know me do. Enye say ma say. I don't know me do.
But you see ndi obasika.
O say.
Ye ndi obasika.
Na be ma de odi obasika unjimi ya be na apa azazi so.
It's one mu di matika omeji.
Jimi fo nkwa.
O ba say bi aware on ho akyew na.
Na be ma ho kyere na ayedan. Bema wani ebia ba ne se na ho kyere wo. Hwe ya bro. Girl bit me frau, I am honey. I am honey. I am honey. Honey no all my sika emfa uba. I miss you. I don't know what to do without you. No, I'm frau. And I don't know what time will you get here? Babe, on your way. You know my wine. Nipa why honey hot chen o.
O sanje wire ka.
O je wine. Maybe I feel one son yet.
Photo sakesie.
Hey. Who drive you out ticket no nyina no. Ka na gburu na se enya hwe. Gburu enya hwe. Musu onka ko du so ye cancer fo akire o.
Sidie.
So how come? I thought you'd be here in the next 1 hour. I've waited for too long. I've been feeling losing interest in what it is. But where is the wine?
That's like you.
What's it?
What's it?
Mekai.
Oh, then
Hallelujah. Okay. Just oh my mama brenya hwe why. O bre kura usura undi e be de dia make can say. So if you want to manage your emotions, I've said it. Learn what you are about to say, what you are doing. There are people that they won't talk. So emotional trauma and emotional abuse is more painful than physical abuse. Physical abuse is reported to the police. You take a doctor's report and give it back to the police. Unfortunately, emotional abuse, you can't report to the police.
Nothing to show.
Yes, but there's a likelihood of the opposite at times is that there are people that they lose weight.
It drains them.
So you see it on their face that they are growing lean. But the other people like me, hey, this trouser I'm wearing, since Bodyline gave it to me, is 7 years.
Which what associate?
Enye me am phone.
So when you can say,
Me nya kase.
no, tia.
Enti me yiri kumi kura. Obi ehu. This am maame. O share me go yin talo mi ni fi obo. So emotional abuse. There are others that when they are going through emotional challenge, and I'll come back to tell them, they grow fat.
You're welcome back. This is to the E&L segment. I sat in for your regular host, Rosalind Felly, and I'm here in the studios with Counselor George Luchos, and we're talking about how to manage your emotions in abusive relationship. Counselor.
So emotions are not physical things. However, your emotions can reflect on you physically. Unfortunately for us, some of the people have an hormonal imbalance that when they are stressed, they bloat. Especially the Ghana women and the Ewe women. Most of them, their hormones rather under stress bloat.
Okay.
So the person is going through an emotional pain. And one of the things that you don't know is that you can report abuse to the police with evidence.
Yeah.
So when I abuse you emotionally, you have no evidence to the doctor.
Yeah.
But your BP is going up. You can't attribute it to me. I get it. We just celebrated World Hypertension Day on the 17th of May. I don't know if you know about it.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Okay, so on the 17th of May is World Hypertension Day, and the record was proven in Kumasi statistically that the young ones are getting more blood pressure than the old ones.
Interesting.
The youngest person to have stroke is less than 30 years, mild stroke.
13 years.
30 years. And it's strange for us. And that's for erectile dysfunction. And sorry, we have more than 68% of men who are lying behind their legitimate wives and they have erectile dysfunction. I'm telling you this morning, wherever you are, I am not putting fear and panic in your heart. From the presidency to the least, to the laborer in Ghana, as often as you have erectile dysfunction behind your legitimate wife, you are just about to die. Agbo.
Nishot, are you okay?
Come again.
You scared me, seriously.
With what?
The die.
You have to define the die. Negbo. So your male organ is dead. But it's left with you to die.
Okay.
Why? Because you are emotionally being drained.
So in
managing your emotions.
How do you manage it?
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you the things to do. The first thing I said is that know when you are getting there. Manage your thoughts, your feelings, and your action. Begin to identify the things that causes your emotions to be errated and manage them. Okay. So managing it is different from dealing with. Don't deal with your emotions.
Okay.
Because the lack of management of your emotions in any incident will lead you to disgrace. And once you are disgraced, you become the victim. Number two, if you want to manage your emotions, never become the victim in the action of abuse.
Okay.
Some of the emotional abuse, I said emotional abuse doesn't come out physically.
Yeah.
So they come inside you. There are people who are growing fat, but they are being abused. So words are the things that we use to abuse people. Somebody looked at the wife on the bed when he woke up in the morning. Hey, into the
no one called that.
You see how painful it is? Into the man, people say nipe bida.
Oh God.
See how painful it is?
Yeah.
There's a man who is going to abuse you, and the emotional abuse on no one kasa. And the painful thing is that they will keep giving you money. Your regular money comes, but they won't talk to you, and they will not even stay away from the house. Bearman no one kasa no ntenefia, and yet so no one kasa
otifie. True.
So manage it. There's a way you want
manage.
That's what I'm saying. That the management depends on you. That is why I'm not going too much, because those of us who have watched this thing from the beginning, we've told you how to manage it. We say manage your thoughts, your feelings.
So he's not talking to me. He's not talking to me too. I won't talk to him.
No, who is not talking to who?
The husband is not.
So when your husband is not talking to you, talk to him. That's how you manage your emotions.
Okay. So you do the opposite of what the person is doing.
Think before you talk.
Okay.
Never talk in anger.
Okay.
What the guy is doing is hurting you. Your husband is not talking to you, but will use your friend to talk to you. One of the most painful things no man will want to meet is when your wife reports you to your church leader. And your church leader is as stupid and foolish as that man I'm talking to. You know yourself. Elder Kwesi, my friend will say that. Na nyamia sorry there. We are so beguna, nyambegu.
Hey.
Yes, Christo babe fana yire ne dia kosora hememu.
Hey.
Awade bia te se osora hememu. Na so ba na Yesu be fana kono ya nhwe ne ye mana nko ye a osora hememu babo yen. Oyiri asema to manim. Na me ya so be ma te se wo. Christo ni papa. Oh yes, sir. These are the stupid men in our system who don't know how to manage conflict.
All right, counselor. Final words.
So final words simple de menyan we.
Your last submissions.
I think I will come before. But what I'm saying is that the way you can manage your emotion is dependent on the incident.
Okay.
It is not every incident that you can manage your emotions. To report any type of abuse to the police, you need to manage your emotions. Okay. Some of you walk to the police station and go and insult the police.
They go what?
Insult the police. And I'm betting that. Obi abema abum na me ha hono. Motia na modi nkomo. Eya munya na abonanka. Mesra anya wuti na bi police station. And I'm in my hospital. I have me a doctor twem no. Mesra hospital anya wuti nya wuni ukuru na bi hospital no. Manage your emotions in the state of the abuse. And you the abuser too. If you don't manage your emotion as an abuser, you will end at a place you don't like. 0277 609 644. This is the only number that when you call Gabby, she doesn't pick because she's afraid. 0277 609 644. Remember, Father's Day is coming and we'll celebrate it in a big way. It is not husband's day. It's not husband's day. It's Father's Day. Thank you for sitting in for Rosalie.
Thank you for coming right together. I say. I hope you Thanks for watching The Breakfast Live. Please stay tuned for the rest of our programs. My name is Akosia Tichua, and today we discussed about managing your emotion in an abusive relationship. Continue watching the rest of our programs. Good morning.
Rosalie to the baby by baby you may say I am channel meetings. Kasia Pan penny for. Akosia come messages na mamo. Bayako ya nimno. Macho nyum munju wako ji Paula dum nyum no wa na ya hwa. Ya be block ye. Paula for mundum nyum no. Eye. Me da masi obi akoji Paula na obonyu na msi ondum no wa. So Akosia like continuing the game for today. Challenge chia ni e gaba yen ma shonchon. De ke so nya fi o ja kenya da. Akosia you read their messages for today, but the first thing is that if you don't know how to understand the word abuse, you cannot even manage it. I started by saying that you can be reading messages at the right time.
Okay.
I started by saying that when you are with an abusive person, if you don't take care, the person's abuse will change you. So manage your emotions. So somebody is asking, how do I manage it? I said the first thing is that manage your thoughts, manage your feelings, manage your actions. Understand that what the person is doing to me is not right.
Okay.
How do I manage my emotion? What he is doing to me is wrong.
So you need to identify the problem.
They are all wrong.
Okay.
And I don't have the power to change him or her from what he or she is doing. But I need to manage myself. Why? Because if all of us get to that level, but if you can't identify what he's doing to kill you down, you cannot manage it. Okay. So one of the best ways of managing is also to identify what he's doing to me.
What he's doing, okay.
Don't assume a position to believe that I deserve what he's doing to me.
But a lot of people go through that.
Yes.
Oh,
thank you. Don't equalize.
Okay.
Don't equalize. One of the painful ways people punish you and you have to manage is that constantly they suspect that you are cheating. It's a form of abuse emotionally. When your spouse constantly keep worrying you, calling meetings, that or man warning, and some of them, the way they do it is so painful. Akosia, me worry on fear send oh me do and fear no Akosia. Say we need me ye, or say, oh, me do, say, what they sunshine. Akosua boni bi a misuro se meye tia wo ne se me nam hei me de me bema ebe hye oba foforo na me kan sana mbe se me kan so se me gidi power makom se enya ade a betima yeda akosua me kan kyerɛw ɛna ye ti hei se wo fa machi a meye obibi ama ore feed awori asim. This is a threat.
Yeah.
Which of the police station can you report such a threat?
Nima police station.
Ghana fire to say Nima police station already placed.
Nima police station.
I don't know Nima for sir.
That's all no,
but you go to the police station to say what? I go say, how do you report such a case? You go to the front desk. Well, how do you say it? What kind of saying?
I know, right?
No, how are you going to say it? I just want to hear you. My husband says.
My husband says that if I ever cheat on him,
yes,
he will do something to me.
That's
I said, what?
No, so does it warrant you reporting?
No, but say a threat.
No, so where is the threat?
Also, baby.
Also, where they are?
Me cheatia. I think I want cheating on your tree. Ampa. It's true. It's not ampa. And then dear for once, me agree or something.
And then I would hear me.
Oh, me too.
I am mechanic as someone now called so.
There be me too. Oh, me too. Ampa.
So you are holding on to the last part and you are not managing your emotions by the talk. Akosua ofa me chia me yo bibi. There's an if clause.
Yeah.
So don't look at the ufa me chia. But you don't want to manage your emotions, so you start. Me fa we chia say anything. Worry me. Like I'm saying for check me fa we chi. I didn't have to me fa we chia sema. The microphone kana wuti. So you begin to rather create a situation for abuse.
Okay.
Instead of managing yourself and your emotions. So as he's speaking nonsense, manage your emotions.
Yeah, be
utie no.
Okay.
Na moya me manage me hunti no. E moya me de be ma ne say, Mira, mate. De obeya me mpo de ensida me do. Acho we na you break the man down.
Now you say na mpeni for ka say de kasade e na worry no. E ampa.
Manage your emotions.
But you say yes, I have any sabotage.
Na mo ko fa ne he. E duabo. Mo de ni adoma chede a mo gi wasase so.
Say boy nua.
Say, mo ni abotre, mo nim se ne kasa.
Say, I know my rights na do also.
If you love a woman, she abuse you more. I've come to believe personally, George Truth, that all of us who love our wives so much and care for them, they abuse us more than those of you who they don't love you. When so can lie.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
But look at okay, say
my boy akosua nail so. To film. Yanko, what say? Fire me.
Ne ya ngbefa.
Come machine.
Take him.
Akosua dwama yanko.
Ala fe akosua dwama, na me no abodwama da.
Akosua bia ya dwama fo. It's across board.
Oh please.
Akosua bia hu Yesu a, na dwama na osesam. O de Yesu ba dwama.
Aye ne say.
Unye bi da. Ehwe okonwa de.
Ehwe.
Look at near den.
Cross.
Akosua bia the cross. Eto Yesu. O de Yesu tu mi fo nu. Akosua fo ne dwama. Ma on se maka. Na me na na say.
Enya le cry, me nya dwama for it no.
Then da okonmu.
The first time me share cross.
Me be say fact. Then da okonmu.
Cross.
That's it. Because the girls ya be. Omo wan dia na de ye won na say srem mu njai. Enti they don't know how to talk. Imagine you are angry with me as your husband. A man was sitting with a wife and I was in my car watching. And the wife asked for a drink. When he went to the shop, so when the man went, Coke, malt, Coke price, any malt price in yepe. Can't milk in yepe. So when the man saw all the things there, the wife is not allergic to any of them. The most expensive one and not top bread. Or the bread was say, why did you buy me this? No, say, oh honey. I said, I don't like. Don't they have Coke?
Go back and say, oh, to Coke, mommy. But if to be a more
don't they have Coke? No, say, honey, they have. So why didn't you buy me Coke?
So this is a man that loves the wife.
And you tell me I'm nagging. Any woman who reminds you that you say she's nagging is a nagger. Every woman who reminds you of what you told her she is. She is it. And I'm going to say, manage your emotions. Because I said, if you don't manage your emotions, you will be disgraced. The things they do to you. Unfortunately, when you don't manage your emotions, because you know what happens, you grow to become what they say you are not, or you are. So how do I manage it is what I'm saying. I understand that this thing the guy is doing, I don't want to be on the same length with him. I understand what he's doing. I understand what she's doing. But I want to be at the other side to manage him. So don't talk back at him. Don't talk back at him. The fear is that a woman who doesn't respect will never be loving, will forever in the relationship.
Come again.
A woman who doesn't respect will never be loving. I never said will never love you.
Okay.
But no woman can love a man, but they are not loving.
Or no, and you're loving.
What bad one you're loving?
Okay.
We are dientino. A yen wahumete. Say obedono. I say udon umpono. No tu tokuro wom.
Okay.
You are being nice to her, and she's always comparing herself to a shadow that is not available. Manage her.
Say maybe any insecurities.
If you are insecure, die! Die! Do you work with national security?
Counselor, what's the matter with you?
No, you are insecure. Why are you here? Die!
How has Rosalie been managing you?
What say? Who are you mentioning?
Rosalie, no, I manage you say.
What say?
Maybe say.
She deals with me. She doesn't manage me.
Okay.
So deal with me.
I'll try. Because
whatever I do.
And we have our insecurities, so.
For what?
And you are telling me I should die.
Do I work in national security to manage your security? You are insecurity and you are marrying me. Do I work with national security?
Must you work with national security?
So why are you insecure?
Probably some of the things she said to me.
Give me examples.
Hey, now we are funaba.
Ameboa.
Now, about must you say it?
Why then can't you?
Say me person me for about.
Why now you want no?
Oh.
And it's a way you want them now. We are for swat train. I'm on chum. We are for a cassia. One is a catcher.
Obana me wo no. And I'm me for.
Why ba?
Obano.
And I mean, one go ye.
Counselor.
What's it? If you don't manage your emotions, you will answer her in her tone. Bible says that in the book of Genesis, chapter number 18, when Abraham was barren or didn't have a child, look at what happened. Then Sarah came to Abraham and said, Abraham, my husband, my Lord. The Bible says, Sarah called Abraham my Lord. My Lord, I have realized that I'm growing older and I can't bear you a child. For that matter, will you marry my servant, Hagar, so that we can have a child and leave our properties with? It was not Abraham's suggestion. Bemo don yire o ye de ne yire na kuma beto ne yem. Emma ye dom munja jimie no. Na ye nya moa
jimie na do so.
Ye nya moa. Ye nya moa. You love a woman, I'm saying when you love a woman, especially wives, they mismanage you. And at times we spoil them. Yes, say one. How do we spoil them? We fund all their nonsense and they grow in their nonsense. When Abraham agreed, I'm just asking myself, look at the way I am. Then my maid servant will come and meet me, the boss, getting to the level of giving me access to sex. I asked myself, did Sarah consider how Hagar was going to feel? That yes, Amasa, is Hagar going to walk into the room as a wife? How is Hagar going to naked herself for the boss to have sex with her? She went through it. and immediately proved to Sarah that the problem is not from Abraham. The reason why Sarah asked Hagar to go and sleep with Abraham and married was not because of anything. Sarah wanted to see whether the problem was from Abraham or from her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Now machine ni ho. And so you see Abraham's machine. Abraham got here juma. Obo ya ne to mu Sarah wa awo ho.
So we say nene efio no.
Ena nipa nyima. Enye ni no kasa me pe pizza. Akola na efre. Sarah ante ase. Abraham ti wana se na Hagar started. Oh! Abi, was Abraham bia obo ejoma ye frɛ Abi. Abi. Me had to tell me Abraham about, oh God.
Na ye Sarah bufu.
Na Sarah bufu. Shagofo bufu. Ade a went me anye Hagar ye.
Ade Sarah to me anye Hagar ba ya wa be ye.
Abraham ko tie. Wenya sorry ni. I'm a composer. I go here.
Oh my baby.
Bag me. No me.
Imi ko gbe mi sale. Ike o ba gbe mi. Imi ko gbe mi sale. Ike o ba.
O ba gbe mi. Eh Nigeria for ni.
Then there
Francis Kojo o ba gbe mi.
But counselor, Owie no ko, he said something that got me thinking. Okay,
Keep thinking.
He need Beshika. If you marry